The recent new firmware update for the DJI Osmo Mobile 6 has given it a really good update which massively enhances the tracking capabilities, and there really is a noticeable difference which I'll show you in a little while. But not only has there been a firmware update, DJI has also dropped the price by $10, so it's $10 less, and they've introduced a new colour, Platinum Grey. Looks really sleek. So now you have the choice between the original Slate Grey and this new Platinum Grey. So when it comes to the features, the DJI Osmo Mobile 6 still has the same 3-axis stabilisation, which works amazingly, and it also has the really handy quick launch feature as well. So when you attach the magnetic phone clamp to your phone, you can unfold the gimbal, snap your phone onto the gimbal and then launch it in seconds. There's also a built-in extension rod for when you want to get more subjects in the frame or just get more creative with your shots. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll show you 4 really easy shots that you can get to get more creative with your footage, just so that your vlogs look a little bit more interesting and a little bit more engaging. With the DJI Osmo Mobile 6's improved tracking capabilities, it's now more accurate when it comes to human subject tracking, which means that it's less likely to jump around to different people when you've got multiple people in your scene, which is great when you're simply just trying to keep the focus on you and not let it jump around between different people. Okay, so at the moment, I've got some people behind me. It's not trying to go on to anybody else, which is quite good. So I'm just I just thought I would try it out. I'm just going to walk in front of these people. Sorry. It's doing a really good job of not moving on to different people's faces, which is good. It's kind of what you want, isn't it? Let's turn around. I'm going to go and try and find a quieter spot because it is so noisy here, understandably, with all the traffic.
Do you think it's gonna work?
I don't know. The tracking's also less likely now to lose a subject, so if someone walks behind an object, then it's going to pick them back up again. Likewise, if someone walks in front of the subject, then that person will still be tracked, and it won't track the person that's just walked in front of the subject that it's supposed to be tracking. The agile tracking's also been improved, so if you're following a subject at close proximity while they're doing something fast and dramatic, like kids running around for example, then the tracking's going to have absolutely no issues in keeping up. One of the things that the tracking didn't do too well before the firmware update was tracking while zooming, but now this has been adjusted, so it actually works really well. So if you zoom in on a subject, it's going to keep tracking that subject as it zooms in. I never really do time lapses in my video. And one of the great things about the Gimbal and the Mimo app is the fact that you can do not just static time lapses, but also motion time lapses. So if you want to go left to right or right to left, or even just set individual points, so if you wanted it to have like 3 different points that it goes to, then you can actually do that with the Mimo app. So I'm just going to get a time lapse and yeah, on this busy road. Okay, so when it comes to the built-in extension rod, I mentioned earlier that it's perfect for getting creative shots that just make your vlog footage look a little bit more interesting. So the second shot that you can get, again extending the extension rod fully, is getting a reveal shot. It's best to put the gimbal into tilt lock mode for this as well, so that your phone doesn't tilt forwards or backwards when you move your arm up. And in this shot, I just reveal upwards. Then the next shot that you can do is a jib shot. Again, fully extending the extension rod for maximum reach and setting the gimbal mode to tilt locked to keep your phone upright as you move. Jib shots are basically reveals as well, but they just give a nice sweeping motion. And then lastly is the spin shot. For this there is a dedicated gimbal mode, so you just need to select that and then extend the extension rod just enough to tilt the head of the gimbal and then slowly push the joystick either left or right.
The slower and more gentle you do it, the less dizzy you'll get watching the footage. And if you compare it with a forward or backwards motion, then it's just going to look even slicker.
I've dropped a link in the description to the DJI Osmo Mobile 6, so check it out if you want to get your hands on one. And I've also put a QR code on the screen, because if you're on a TV, then it's just going to make it easier for you to get to it. So thanks for watching, and catch you guys in the next video.